Doppietta consists of myself, Raf, and Legri, my partner, and we focus exclusively on Italian cars and bikes, so Alfa Romeo, Fiat, Lancia and Maserati, as well as a little bit of Ducati, Piaggio and Lambretta. So the reason why Doppietta even exists is because Legri and myself, we have basically been around Alfa Romeos and Fiats our entire life. I was picked up from the hospital in an Alfa Romeo, and Legri's first car that he was ever in was a Fiat, and so we're naturally aligned with these brands. It's part of our culture and our identity because we're Italian. We actually never started off as mechanics. We actually went to university and studied things, but our passion drew us towards the people that love these cars, and so here we are as Doppietta.
Well, Doppietta's really special to me. It's established from a long friendship between my business partner and myself. Just the love for cars, growing up, mucking around on scooters when I shouldn't have, then falling into bikes and getting onto 16 and getting our first driver's license and just buying old cars and blowing them up, buying another, using the parts from the old one, fixing that one, and it's just been bringing the nostalgia back to a lot of our customers with their old cars, and now also the modern cars, which always have that feeling of the old. A lot of people think we're silly just working on these brands, but we love it, and it's good to see more of these cars on the road and customers with a smile on their face.
When we were first thinking about starting a workshop for ourselves, the hardest part was probably coming up with a name. We wanted something that was very unique, something that basically illustrated what we were about and tied into the Italian theme. So we ran a whole bunch of different names, but the one that Legri actually came up with, which I fell in love with immediately, was Doppietta. So Doppietta means a few things. It can mean two, which is Raf and Legri. But in a car context, it means the double clutch, and that was made famous by the original Fiat 500 from 1957, which had a crash box, and so you needed a double clutch in order to change gears. But funnily enough, a lot of Italian cars, especially Alfa Romeos, usually have a weak second gear synchro, so you usually finesse that with a double clutch, and so Doppietta was born from that.
So now we're proud distributors of E&I lubricants. The way it started, in a market for a new oil, E&I had come back to Australia, and we found out on Google, you search, we came across Chematec, and they've been great with us. They're the authorised distributor for E&I. They've given us the privilege of distributing that oil for our customers here in SA, which means that we're able to approach workshops, sell the oil. Other people can experience the great oil, not just across the Italian brands, but any European, German, Japanese, Korean. The oil has many approvals and is a tier 1 oil. In fact, they provide a lot of the additive packages for oils with qualifications for all brands, makes and models. Yeah, we decided on E&I, and we were actually very excited. They left the Australian market for quite some time. I remember using it from an old workshop since I was an apprentice. Back then it was Ajip, and it was like liquid gold because it had been discontinued, and we still used it, and it always proved to be the best oil, especially for our cars, the Italian brands. And even when there was a non-Italian brand coming through and noisy engine or leaking oil, and the Agip really improved it. And when it came back, I think it was 3 odd years ago, it really suited our brand and our image, and just a pride in our heritage of the Italian brand. That's why we use ENI, not just because it's a tier 1 great oil, but also because it's got the personal relationship with it. Growing up, seeing it on Formula 1 Ferrari and seeing the little 6-legged dog. Yeah, it brings back a lot of nostalgia, and we're proud to use the oil.
So we all know about the history about ENI and Agip and how that all ties in. But for us now, today, ENI provides us with a superior product and a point of difference to our competitors, something that sets us apart from everybody else, firstly and foremostly. But secondly, we're able to deliver the right result for our customers. Our customer base is not driven solely on price, they're value and outcome driven. And so for them, if we can put in the best possible oil to deliver them the best possible result, that's what makes them happy. And through our experience with other lubricants and now with ENI, we would never go back. When it comes to ENI lubricants, it's the same high quality product that Agip always delivered to the market, but it's for the 21st century. It's full synthetics that are available for all makes and models. It's still the same fire-breathing 6-legged dog, the same history and heritage, the same commitment to the highest possible quality. For our modern times, it's even better.